are ready, nice with mindful bodies, sitting up straight. Let's see what you got. Ah, r, ow, ow, oh, ah, shun, e, f, oi, I, aw, chur, oi, aw, ooh, and last one, aw. And that wraps it up. Let's get started. And welcome back to another great day of learning, our lovely second grade team. So, of course, we gotta kick off every awesome day with reading and our decoding detective skills. So we this week are still looking at a skill we've worked on with our hard and soft sounds. But today we are going to look at the letter G. We're going to move on to the tricky letter G and the hard and soft sound it makes. It's a little trickier than C, so I hope you are ready. But to start off with reading, of course, we got to do speed decoding and get our practice with some other phonics friends as well. So today's speed decoding is going to focus on those 4 tricky word families that we learned. There's 4 instances when O or I say their long sound in a word that we might not think they would. So we're going to be checking for our 4 tricky word families to make sure O and I say their long sound. Okay, you ready? Okay, second grade, we've got O-L-D. Because of that, the O will say what sound? O, the long sound. So the word is moldy. Something's gone bad. It's moldy. Good job. We've got the word family, O-S-T. With this family, O will say what sound? O. So the word is poster. A lovely poster you can put on your wall. Awesome. Our next word family, I-L-D. I will say what sound? I. So the word is child. Good job. Next one. I-N-D. I will say what sound? I. So the word is binder. A binder you use to keep all your work. And final one. O-L-D. O says what sound? O. So the word is golden. Like the color, nice and shiny, golden. Awesome job revisiting those 4 tricky word families. Now we're ready to check out our learning target for Wednesday. It says, I can identify when G makes the soft sound. So like I mentioned first thing, we are working with hard and soft sounds, but with the letter G. It works the same way as C. We have our 3 magic clues. But G is a little bit harder because the hard and soft sound so similar. So it's more tricky. So we really want to make sure we're ready to work our brains today. Okay, so first off, of course, if there's a soft sound, there's a hard sound. So what is G's hard sound? It's the one we learned with the alphabet. What is it? G, G, G. Can we all do that together? G, G, G. That is the hard sound, the G sound. G, G, G. Can you put your hand on your throat, super scholars, and make the sound? G, G, G. This sound is coming all from your throat. The hard sound is just being made in your throat. If you put your tongue out, G, 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 you can still make that sound. I know it's silly, but try it. G, G, G. You can still make the hard sound because it's in your throat. That's where it's coming from. The hard sound for G. G. But the reason we were focusing on our throat is because, on the flip side, the soft sound for G is made in a different place. You remember, what was the soft sound for G? Do you remember? J, J, J. Can you do that with me? J, J, J. A nice soft sound like the letter J. So we have G, G, the hard sound, and J, J, J. And here's the big difference. Even though G and J sound very similar, they're made in different spots in your mouth. So listen, or not listen, pay close attention to where your mouth is when you say J, J, J. What's your tongue doing? J, J, J. The soft sound is made in your mouth. Instead of your throat, like G, G, J, J, is made in your mouth. Can you stick out your tongue and still say J? Yeah, yeah, yeah. You can't say it because you need your tongue to make that sound. It's made in your mouth. Yeah, yeah, J, J. The sound is made in a different part of your mouth, and that can help us distinguish the difference between G, G, the hard sound in your throat, and J, J, the soft sound that's in your mouth. So that's a big difference that can help us tell the sounds apart. So focusing now on just the soft sound, what are our 3 magic clue letters that tell us a letter will say its soft sound? What are the 3 clues? They are, say them with me, and, E, I, or Y. Are 3 clues that whenever they are right behind the letter G, it will say J, J, the soft sound. Okay, with this brand new letter, we have to chant our soft sound rule nice and loud. Just once, so make it our best. Are you ready? Mirror words. The letter G says J with E, I, or Y. And mirrors down. Thank you, thank you. So using this clue and our knowledge of where the different sounds are made in our mouth, are you ready for our next round of our hard versus soft sound game? So I have my board ready. We've got hard versus soft sound game. So just like we've been doing and you've been so awesome at, get a chart so we can sort hard versus soft G sounds. I know this is the same game we've been playing all week, but it's super important for us to work at our different levels and get up to be able to automatically read the sound for G in any sentence that we see. So we gotta work in steps in order to get everybody up to reading those G's in a sentence automatically. And remember, these sounds are pretty tricky since they're so similar, so we want to make sure we're working extra hard. Okay, you got your whiteboard ready? I'm ready. I've got my pen. Okay, let me put the cap on. Okay, so first level, we're just going to look at G with a pair. Depending on what that second letter is, it's going to tell us. If G says G, 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 where's that sound made? G, G. In your throat. Or J, J, J. Where's that sound? J. In your mouth, the soft sound. Okay, let's see. So, super scholars, G, O. What sound will G make? G, O. Say it out loud. G, G, G. In your throat. G, G. The hard sound. Let's go ahead and write that in the G group. Good job. Okay, next one. We've got G, L. What sound will G make with an L? G, G. The hard sound. G. In your throat still. Awesome. Okay, let's write it in that hard sound category. I want to hear you sing the different sounds out loud. What if we saw G, E, E? What sound would G make? J, J. In your mouth, J. Because we have our E, one of our magic clues. So let's go ahead and write that in our J, J category. Okay, what about, let's look at another round. G, Y. What sound would G be making with a Y? J, J. In your mouth, J, J. The soft sound. Because we have one of our magic clues exactly. Okay, next up, let me hear you. G, R. What sound? G, G. All the way in your throat. G, G. The hard sound. Good job. Did you write that in the correct category? And made the correct sound? Okay, last one. G, I. G, I makes what sound? J, J, the soft sound, because we've got a magic letter. So let's write it with our J, J sounds. Good job working with our awesome level 1. We want to make sure we can quickly see what's right after a G and quickly name that sound. Okay, so let's put everything down for the moment. Can you put all your tools down? So we can, of course, take an awesome break. So stand up with me, move your body so you can get that oxygen to your brain. And we've got our first question of Wednesday. Okay, super scholars, would you rather always be dressed up, so always have to wear fancy clothes? If so, you're going to pretend to jump rope for 5 seconds. Or would you always rather wear pajamas, but you couldn't change? You would always have to wear pajamas no matter where you went. If so, you're going to pretend you're jumping over hurdles. So those are little landmarks in your way. You're going to pretend you're jumping over hurdles for 5 seconds. So which would you rather choose? always wear fancy clothes or always wear pajamas and you could never change? What would you pick? I think I would go with pajamas because I think you can dress them up. You could get creative with pajamas. So I'm going to do hurdles. I'm going to try for 5 seconds. Okay, are you ready to move your body? Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm not really sure what I was doing, but I moved my body, so it counts. So come on, sit right back down and get ready for level 2 of our next sorting game. Okay, you ready? Here we go. We've got this word. Can you read this word? G, g. So it says, gawk, like a bird, they gawk when they crow. Gawk. Good job. Okay, let's see how quick we can get. What is this word, my friends? Take a look. J, j. Agent. To be a top secret agent. Because we have one of our magic letters, our magic clues. Okay, next one. Look when you get to the G. J, j, j. In your mouth. So the word is ingest. Ingest. To ingest is when you eat food and it breaks down in your body. That's when you ingest it. You're breaking food down inside your body. Ingest. Okay. So if you had some trouble reading these words, whenever you come to a G, you look really quick at its next letter and decide, am I given a clue to make the sound go soft? If not, then I can switch back to the hard sound. So you want to see how quickly you can identify the sound for G. Okay, one last round. We got 3 more. These words are a little bit harder, so let's see what you got. What is this word, my friends? Look at the G and what's after. J, j, j. Original. Original. If something's brand new, it's original. The soft sound, original. Good job. Okay. This next one, my friends, look, there's 2 G's. Are they going to make the same sound? G and J. So try it out for yourself. And G, the hard sound. Age, the soft sound. What's the word? Engage. To be interacting with someone is to engage with them. Good job. Okay, very last one. What is this word? Look, you know O-W. J, j, j. Lounge. Our ow and our soft sound. Lounge. J. Good job. So as you can see, super scholars, G-E is sometimes a common ending with words. So whenever we see G-E at the end of a word, it tells us right away, G is going to say that J, soft sound. And also, as you may have noticed, that E is silent at the end. So that's something you can notice when you read with a pattern, that if there's G-E, there's that J sound with a silent E. Okay, Super Scholars, that completes our first round of hard G versus soft G. How did you do? Were you able to be automatic, or are you working towards a bigger goal? That's for you to decide and work on tomorrow. But for right now, you've got another chart that I need you to show me your skills of being a decoding detective. So, Super Scholars, you've been seeing these charts this week, and they're super helpful for us to practice our automaticity. Remember, how quick can we decode and accurately, correctly read a word? So just like before, this is one star. There's little pairs of G with a vowel or silly words as well. If you are working on this one star sheet, you're going to circle the hard G, G, G in red, and the soft J, J, G in blue. You're looking for those 3 magic clues. E, I, or Y. Only when you see E, I, or Y will the G be soft and therefore blue. So this is 1 star. And this worksheet is for 2 stars. We have some bigger words that have our tricky G sounds. You're going to do the same thing and looking where the G is and what letters right after it. And my friends, this sheet isn't just for you to circle the words and be done. There is step number 2. Every single one of you needs to go through and read these words 3 times. 1, 2, 3. Because G is much trickier, this one is really, really important for you to practice how smooth and quickly can you read these words with the correct hard or soft sound. So G is going to need more of your attention today and all 3 times for you to practice. Okay, lovely 2nd grade. Thank you for playing another round of our game this week and working to be decoding detectives. So let's go get started and begin our Wednesday.